Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Happy to have you all here once again. Right, so today we are going to be calculating the total cost involved in the whole NMC UK registration process from A to Z, stating how much each step costs. Right, so this is a follow-up video to the previous one I've uploaded, which was about the whole NMC UK registration process. Yeah, so if you are ready, ladies and gentlemen, please grab your calculators and let's get into the video.
Nothing can stop me now, 'cause I was built for greatness. I was built for greatness. And I'll be rising up, rising up, rising up, rising up.
Alright, so I am going to be giving you the costs involved in the whole process, so that you guys will have a fair idea of how much money you need to raise to make this whole Japa process a success. Yeah, we'll be quoting the amount in pounds. Okay, I will be quoting the amount in pounds so that you guys will then have to convert it to your currency, where you have a fair idea how much you're going to be spending on each particular step. And guys, remember to give some allowance. Okay, give some allowance. Let me just let you know that you have to keep in mind or have in mind the exchange rates whilst you are doing the conversion. So let's say if a particular step costs like £100, let me just say £100, and you convert it to your currency. So I'm using Ghana as an example. You convert it to the cedis and it is like 1,000 cedis. If it is 1,000 cedis, what you're going to do is just give some allowance. Okay, you can just add up maybe 200 cedis or 250 cedis for the exchange rate. You get what I mean? Yes, some of this thing you're going to be paying with your MasterCard, your Visa card, and you know how we do it. It will show you Pepe. So number one on our list is the NMC UK Qualification and Evaluation Fee. This amount is paid after you've gone through the eligibility stage. Basically, it's about your foreign verification stuff. Okay, that is where you do the first payment, and it is £140, guys. You pay £140 to NMC UK, and that amount is non-refundable. So you can use a Visa card or a MasterCard to do this payment. And I understand in some countries they find it challenging to do this payment, so you might have to check all those things before starting to do the payments. All right, and if it is too challenging, another option is to get people in the UK to do the payment for you. Number two on our list is the test of competence. So after you've gone through the qualification and eligibility stage, NMC UK is now going to send you a decision letter after they've gone through the foreign verification, and they seem to be satisfied with all your documents. They will now send you the decision letter giving you the permission to now go take the test of competence. And remember, the test of competence is made up of two exams, that is the CBT and then the OSCE. Yeah, so as at the moment I am filming this video, CBT is £83. Okay, the CBT costs £83 and the OSCE costs £950. And remember, the OSCE you have to come do it here when you get to the UK. Right, another thing I will have to mention here is that the CBT, when you're done with it, make sure you keep your receipts, because your employer or most employers refund that money back to you when you get here. Okay, so make sure you keep your receipts. They'll refund your CBT money to you. Okay, right. So, and with the OSCE, definitely you are not going to be the one paying it, because most employers will sponsor you to go take the exam. So CBT is £83. You pay that in your home country and do the exams in your home country. But OSCE, £950, you have to come and do it here, and hopefully your employer will sponsor you for that, right? Okay guys, so now the third thing to be paying for on our list is the English proficiency, right? And you can decide to do the IELTS or you do OET, right? If you're going for IELTS, we have the IELTS academic standard, and then we have IELTS academic UKVI. So as of now, the estimated amount or the estimated cost for IELTS academic standard is between £175 to £195, and that of the UKVI is £205. Yeah, those of you who will be opting for the OET is £350. So after going through the whole process and then taking your exams, the English language, your CBT, right now, and then you've gone through your job search. That is another on its own, yeah, the job search. And then let's say God has been so good to you, you've gotten a job offer, and then you are in the UK. Now when you arrive here, you now take your OSCE. So when you take the OSCE exams, that is the practical exams, you will be offered a pin. But before you be given the pin, the nurse's pin, the UKRN pin, the UKRN pin, you need to do the final payment. That is the £153. Okay, so you add that to your cost. So that is that for the NMC UK registration process, the total amount that you need to get ready to go through this whole process. Yeah, right. I've got other things I've listed, which is not necessarily part of the NMC UK registration, but you will need them also when you are about to travel. Okay, and number one is your TB test. So I won't be able to, I'll be wrong when I'm quoting the amounts, because the amount varies from country to country. So you might have to do your research, find out how much your TB test is going to be costing, because the UK visa and immigration will require you to submit a certificate, a TB certificate, especially if you're going to be living in the UK for more than 6 months. Yeah, from 6 months upwards, you need a TB certificate. So you might have to research about how much that will cost you and add it to your budget, right? And after that, remember, in the NMC process, you need a police clearance, so you need to check on that one too, how much it's going to cost you, how much in your country to cost you to get a police clearance. And guys, remember, if you've lived in any particular country more than 12 months or within 12 months, you need a police clearance from that particular country. So try to get all those things done. So if you lived in various countries like me, you will need to get police clearance for all those places. But if your whole life or your entire life you've lived in the country where you were born, well, good for you, then you have no problem. Yeah, you have no problem. You only go in and then pay for that one. All right, so that is that, the TB test, and then the police clearance. And another thing I'll add will be your visa, and that is plus or minus the visa fee, because if you're lucky, your employer is going to be sponsoring you, so they will pay for your visa. But in cases where your employer is not going to be paying or sponsoring you for that, then you have to research for the visa fee. I think it's about £230. I'm not too sure. yeah, for 3 years. Yeah, I think that was what I paid for the 3 years visa. But if you are applying for the 5 years visa, then you're going to be paying more, right? Okay, so that is that for the visa aspect. And also remember that when you get your job offer, guys, read your job offer very well, read your contract very well, because there's a part that is going to state maintenance. So if you make sure, or like look out for it, if your employer take that, the maintenance, they take yes for it, then you don't need a proof of fund. But if they don't take that aspect, guys, then you need to have some amount of money in your account when you are going for your visa appointment. That's also money that you have to be either thinking about if you are not going to be sponsored by your employer, right? Just to add on the visa, some employers too will say that probably you can sponsor yourself for the whole process, like the visa fee, and when you come, they'll refund you. It depends on the organization you are dealing with. So just be open up and just know what you are going in for. Okay, yeah. And then the final thing you might be thinking about is your flight. That is also plus or minus, because your employer might be sponsoring you or may not be sponsoring you. So if they are not sponsoring you, you decide which flight to go with according to your packets. Ladies and gentlemen, in order not to make this video a very long one, I'll draw the curtains to this particular video. This brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you found value in today's video, or you found value watching this video. Right, I'll see you again in another one. Peace.
I felt like crying. Times life was exciting. Hell, I hope I won't forget. Memories stuck in my head. It's really over. I misunderstood.